What's up, everyone? Thank you for clicking on my YouTube channel. We got some movie news that we're going to be talking to you guys today. We have a Lanters teaser that was, shown to some people. Allegedly, we'll take it with a grain of salt, but we're going to give you guys details on the teaser that this person said that they saw. We're also going to be talking about a new Rush Hour 4 movie. We got a Rush Hour 4 movie before we got Grand Theft Auto 6, and then we're also going to be talking about a brand new Exorcist movie directed and written by Mike Flannigan, which I'm actually excited about. We have heard about this movie for a while now, but we also have a star that is attached to star in this film, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about this. But before we get started, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so you guys do not miss a beat on any of the movie news. All right, guys, our very first topic for today, we're going to be talking about the new Rush Hour 4 is being worked over at Paramount. I guess is per Trump's request, guys. I'm not too sure what that really means or if that's really 100% true. I guess if the president calls, you make that movie. But, you also got to get Chris Tucker, Jackie Chan involved and make sure the script is right. I don't think you just go up to actors like, hey, the president wants to make this movie, and you're just like, yeah, I'll make it. You got to talk about pay, you got to talk about script, the story, how it moves forward, and how true it is to the original one. But I am going to talk about, it. This is according to Variety.com. Rush Hour 4 is in the works at Paramount at Trump's request. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Rush Hour 4 is in the works with Paramount on board to distribute the newest installment in the Buddy Cop series. The long gestating sequel is reportedly the beneficiary of some of the Oval Office intervention. President Donald Trump had personally requested that the studio revive the franchise, as first reported by Semaphore. Brett Ratner, who directed the first 3 installments before his career was derailed in 2017 by the Me Too movement allegation, is returning to direct the 4th film. The filmmaker has gone close to the first family while directing the Millennia documentary, which Amazon paid $40 million to release. Rush Hour 4, which will see the return of the original stars Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, will mark Ratner's first return. Features since 2014's Dwayne The Rock Johnson's led Hercules. Let me scroll down. There's anything else new? No, just pretty much saying that this is official, guys. This is 100% official. We do have Rush Hour 4 in the works. I don't know if they have a script, what they're moving forward with the story. Says that, Jackie Chan and Tucker are set to come back, but we need confirmation 100% if they're coming back, because if it's just something that someone's request, you have to have a good story. You have to have a good script. You have to have all the tones that the first 3, had. I love the first 3 Rush Hour movies, guys. I saw all of them in theaters. I remember those theaters being packed. Everyone was laughing their butts off. They had iconic moments. Those films were kind of like a yin and yang with 2 characters of Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. There's 2 completely different characters, different personalities. You put them together on screen, and they just made it magic. They had great action sequences. Of course, you can't go wrong with Jackie Chan. Pretty good stories about kidnapping and whatnot, and it was very heartfelt too as well. And I can't wait till they do this, guys. If everything's good with the script, if this director that made the first 3 comes back and kind of keeps the same ball rolling as he did in the first 3, I'm good with it. Not too sure with these allegations. I'm gonna get too deep into that. I have no idea what these allegations are. Maybe, I don't know, if they're that bad, they shouldn't bring him back. If it's gonna hurt the film, maybe the actors don't want to work with them. But whether political views that you have shouldn't affect really the film, as long as the film is good, has a good script, and it stays true to the first 3 in terms of tone, and the script is tight. I'm all for it, guys. I love Jackie Chan. I love Chris Tucker. We're getting this before we get in Grand Theft Auto 6 video game. Hopefully this film is not rushed. So yeah, guys, let me know you guys think about Rush Hour 4. Do you guys think this is going to be another waste of a, franchise IP? They should just keep it at 3 as they should, or they should do a 4th one, guys. Let's get into our next topic, guys. Our next topic, we're going to be talking about the Lanterns TV series of the new DCU. Now, I'm very excited for it. My very first project I'm excited for the DCU when it was announced was probably this. The way that this has been described, the show and all the writers behind it, and the force that's pushing this series and all the talent. I'm very excited for this. It's an HBO Max series. We see Jon Stewart and Lantern and Hal Jordan, in this Lantern show, and I'm very excited for this true detective kind of style series that is gonna be about them trying to figure out a murder in a small little town. So there is there's a lot of things going on with Lanterns. It got delayed to July. It was supposed to be released in the beginning of the year, but now it got pushed to July. It's gonna be coming out after Supergirl, which I'm okay with. I think they're just gonna brush up on a little bit of CGI, maybe touch up a little bit of editing, which I'm all for. But allegedly, someone has seen this, seen the teaser that we have no idea when they're going to release, and they've been spilling out the beans on it, which I'm very excited for. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the description of what this person said. I just pulled up a random website that is talking about the same description that I've been seeing all over the internet. It's pretty much saying that Lantern's new trailer description reveals DCU series will feature comic book accurate costumes. This is according to comicbook.com. That's talking about the this subject we're talking about. So last night we shared a breakdown of the first teaser trailer for Lanterns, which screened during HBO Max Upfront in Sao Paulo. Pretty much is whoever talking about this, and it's according to Amelie.com. Description highlighted a flying sequence featuring Kyle Chandler's Hal Jordan, but there was no mention of any costumes. The vibe is a Western, appropriate since the story takes more place in the more rural areas of the United States, full of the brownish tones, something that is repeated in the costumes. The two disagree, with John arguing that he is better than Hal at saving people. We see a brief scene of Hal Jordan flying, but the uniform of the two were not revealed. Finally, there's a brief mention of a squirrel Green Lantern, probably Chip, a comic book accurate character. The teaser shows that Hal Jordan, Kyle Chandler, and Jon Stewart's Aaron Pierre have been together for some time, training for months. At that, Hal Jordan is kind of a substitute teacher for Hal. Well, okay. This makes sense of what we have been seeing and talking about, guys. Pretty much, they're two space cops. They're here in the United States in a rural area where they have to figure out a mystery. Allegedly, according to James Gunn, this mystery is going to play a part of the DCU, and this is what it's going to be about. Doesn't mention too much of the plot. I mean, Chip is a pretty much like a Skrull Lantern. If you guys, I'll pull him up right now real quick. He's a Skrull Lantern, guys. He's he's a comic book character. I don't know if we're gonna see the rest of the Lantern Corps. I know we are gonna see Guy Gardner, and we're gonna see him. I don't think he's gonna play a big role or a big part of the story. I just do think that I bet you it's gonna take place at out in space, and a whole bunch of Lanterns are talking about this murder that happened, or this thing that happened, this mystery murder thing that happened in the United States. They sent out Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. They've probably been together for a while, trying to figure this out. And this is gonna be kind of like a buddy cop. They bump heads and they don't agree with certain things. Hal Jordan has been around for a while. Thinks he kind of knows everything, maybe because he is an old seasoned veteran, and gives Jon Stewart a hard time. But Jon Stewart's probably this big presence that's very smart, uses architect skills to build these structures with his rings. And I really can't wait for this show, guys. This might be my number one anticipated DCU project. The Batman Part 2 is my favorite, my most anticipated DC project coming up. So guys, let me know what you guys think about this trailer description. It might be fake because this is very on on the nose of what we already know what's going to happen, but I'm very excited about these brownish tones that they're talking about. Now we're going to be talking about The Exorcist. We've been getting a lot of, I'm not going to lie, a lot of garbage Exorcist movies lately. The last couple Exorcists, I can't even tell you, I forgot the names of Exorcists. Emily Rose. They had the last Exorcist where there were two girls possessed. But, if you guys don't know Mike Flannigan, he is doing a new Exorcist movie. He was actually going to be involved in Clayface. But, he was doing this Exorcist movie. So he wrote Clayface and, handpicked the director to do that for DCU because he is very invested in this new Exorcist movie, which at first I'm like, another Exorcist movie? Are you kidding me? But The Haunted Hill House are great series. I've never actually watched the whole thing. I know people that rave about it and say they're one of the best horror series on streaming services that have been made. And he is behind this. So he's writing and directing this, Mike Flannigan, that did those series. So I'm very excited about that. And now we have confirmation, a big star, a very, very big star that's going to be starring in this Exorcist movie. So I'm going to give you guys my my report from Deadline.com, pretty much saying Scarlett Johansson's to star in a new Exorcist movie from Blumhouse, Atomic Monsters, Morgan Creek, and Universal. So it's pretty much saying for the new radical take on the upcoming Exorcist film, Blumhouse, Atomic Monsters is now not messing around, as Deadline has learned that the two-time Oscar nominee Scarlett Johansson is set to star in the next installment of the iconic horror franchise from writer and director Mike Flannigan. Scarlett is a brilliant actress whose captivating performances always feel grounded and real, from genre films to summer blockbusters, and I couldn't be happier to have her join the Exorcist film, said Flannigan. Johansson's involvement it's a clear sign to the studio serious about the latest version of the franchise after the last film, 2023. The Exorcist Believer underperformed with the 65.5 million US and Canada, 136.2 million worldwide. This after NBC, Universal, Peacock, and Blumhouse bought the rights from the Morgan Creek for $400 million back in 2021. David Gordon Green, the director of that movie, withdrew from the next installment. This is a testament of how good probably the script is. The Exorcist first movie is an iconic film. It's probably like the top 10 films of all time. Top 5 probably, horror films of all time too as well. And it made a statement on possession movies, exorcism movies. We've seen a lot of those movies, but that is a classic, and they butchered those films over and over and over. And I think Mike Flannigan behind it, writing a great script, probably give it to try to reach out to a whole bunch of stars, and maybe reached out to Scarlett Johansson, probably saw something in her than besides her star power, because she's been in Black Widow in the MCU. You see her in the last Jurassic Park installment, but now you're seeing her. She's also been an Oscar nominee with a lot of great performances too as well. But now you see her taking something like this, and I don't think this is a cash grab for Scarlett Johansson. I think this is something where they give her the script, and she looked at it and said, wow, this is a great script and I want to be a part of this. But I'm very excited for this because this is a testament on the believement of Universal of this film and how good this film is. And I'm very excited. I really want to see like an airy Exorcist film, which is very touching with this great script. And I don't know if she's going to be the one possessed. I think she's going to be the mother of someone that's being possessed, which is usually a girl. And I'm very excited for this, guys. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys over this, Exorcist, films remakes? Are you guys excited that Scarlett Johansson and Mike Flannigan are being part of this new, fresh take on The Exorcist? Because I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited about this. And let me know what you guys think. Put your comments down below. Any of the movie news we talked about today, about Lanterns, about The Exorcist, and as well as a new Rush Hour 4 film that they are working over at Paramount, guys. But that is it for my movie news. Thank you for clicking on my YouTube channel, guys. I will see you guys next time. Peace.